Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the TMM podcast with myself, the Mining Miner, and Blader1266. 2 seconds, I will have to change the Skype settings so you can actually hear him, which will just be a brief moment. There we go, you should be able to hear him now.
Yo.
There we go, perfect. That's gotten off to a relatively smooth start, for once, which is a very, very rare opportunity.
Ultimate technical difficulties.
Indeed, welcome to the TMM podcast. We occasionally have technical difficulties. Luckily we haven't so far, but I'm probably going to jinx that very much so. Alright, so what have you been up to this week?
Let's see, I had an exam today. I passed it, which I was happy about.
Cool.
And one of my family members ended up in hospital. But other than that, I'm fine.
Yeah, well, I've just had college and stuff. Fun.
Yay.
Alright, so let's get on to the first topic of the week, and I would like to call this my I told you so topic of the week. Because turns out the Half-Life 3 trademark was a fake. Surprise, surprise. I'll have the article here.
Like Paul.
And my mouse is lagging for some reason. Fuck's that. Alright, anyway.
No technical difficulties. You jinxed it.
Yeah, well, that's a given. It usually doesn't. It usually does it. Anyway, so update 1. We can now confirm that the Half-Life 3 trademark has been removed from the trademarks and that thing website. The entrant appears to have disappeared entirely after only being listed on the website database for a little over a week, which suggests to me that it was obviously a fake account. Well, obviously, nobody's going to use the genuine account. However, on October the 2nd, a brand new trademark filing appeared on the same site, this time for Portal 3, which is obviously a fake because it's the same account. So, yeah, it looks like Half-Life 3 is pretty much denied for the moment, so, well, it's probably going to be a case of Half-Life 3 rumours are still, well, not rumours, Half-Life 3 confirmed lol jokes are going to be still circulating their way around the internet, but as of this, it is not confirmed at the moment. So, you have, you now know that it has been denied.
I actually wanted Portal 3 to come out. I didn't know what they would do with it, but I thought it would be good.
I don't know either, but I want it to come out as well, because it's set to be fairly interesting.
Yeah. I wonder what would be in it.
I don't know. I mean,
here's a good question.
theories.
Here's a good question for you. If they did make one, right?
Mm-hmm.
What would you want in it? Besides Gladys, which she'll probably be in there because she's been like brought back.
Uh-huh.
So what would you want in it?
Wait a second. I just found a thing on the Steam forums.
Saying,
wait a second, I'm gonna turn Google Hangouts off.
I really want to see this for some reason.
I keep forgetting to change these things. Snooze notifications for... I'll just put on 8 hours because I can't be bothered. Alright, cool. Alright, man. That one. Leaked Portal 3 trailer temporarily appears on Valve's YouTube channel before ticking down shortly thereafter. Obviously.
Funny.
They've got a synopsis of the video. It starts with some shadows of mechanical parts obviously being assembled and or welded together. We quickly recognize the voice that begins to speak as obviously being that of GLaDOS from the Portal series. Scenes from the machine's assembly, quickly becoming apparent that it's some kind of larger robot, continues while GLaDOS talks. I'm not going to read out GLaDOS bits. GLaDOS continues talking shut up, phone. While the scene quickly changes to focus, slowly zooming out on mostly the upper portion of GLaDOS as a large robot, what seems to be about twice the size of Peabody and Atlas. After a short moment, a surprised voice talks from off screen, unknown voice. Let's do this. The scene's view quickly snaps out to completely show GLaDOS, and standing next to her, obviously, what was the unknown voice? Chell. What? No! This has got to be fake.
I think they should get a guy in there and make him called Brian and see what happens.
No, that's even
worse.
That's even worse than Shell talking. That's just no.
Brian. Brian, put your portal there.
Yeah, this is obviously fake. Let's have a look at the comments. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is somebody trolling, but meh.
Just a bit of that leaked comments.
Yes, of course. That's for later though. All right, there we go. Next story. There've been detailed released of the Desmond section of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, which is looking quite good actually, because it says that you'll only be required, this is sort of the minimum amount, to spend 20-25 minutes in the modern world in order to progress the story. But if you want to sort of explore it in further detail, there is about 3 to 5 hours of gameplay with regards to Desmond, which I am a major fan of, because unlike most people, I actually not prefer, but I enjoy the sort of gameplay with Desmond as well as the stuff inside the Animus. I find it extremely interesting. What do you think?
I actually thought it was interesting, but the thing is, I've only played the one, which I kind of gave up on.
Yeah.
After a few tries. The only reason why I gave up on the game was because it was annoying the crap out of me.
Oh, raging wow.
Because the thing is, I was doing the right thing, and then 5 seconds later, the game glitched, and they started chasing me, which was like, how the hell does that work? I'm not even running.
I'm pretty sure that's not a glitch. You obviously did something wrong.
No, they said apparently said I was running, and I was like, I'm not running, I'm walking.
Well, you might have ran temporarily.
I was walking really slow.
Well, I'm just thinking you did something to piss off the guards, and you're getting raging about that because it's your own goddamn fault. Just saying. Raging on you.
Now, are we going to the next topic here?
Not yet. I'm just having a quick look over the article. Okay, they've actually been quoting recognising the fact that people don't actually like sort of the modern day elements. I personally enjoy it though. We pretty much try to boil it down to its most core essence, because we know there are people out there who really don't like the present day, and that's okay. You don't have to like it, but it's part of the brand. For the people who like the present day and are big fans, like me, we put in a lot of fan service. That's usually not used for that kind of stuff, but oh well. And a lot of fun optional content. You get to choose if you want it or not, and I very, very much do.
Yeah.
And just what are the benefits of exploring this content? Well, apparently it'll give players the opportunity to discover what happened following the end of past games, which sounds fun, as well as poke fun at the video game industry in general. So it's kind of breaking the fourth wall, which should be an interesting sight to see.
I swear I did that in Paul.
I don't know how you managed that, because it's not really...
Remember when I said I was breaking the fourth wall in the new episode you put up?
No,
I said that I broke the fourth wall on it.
Alright, whatever. I don't remember this. You gotta remember, I don't remember these kind of things. I just edit the video and put it up. It's like when you were saying, remember back in the older episodes when the lag saved me. No, I don't remember that at all. Alright, next topic. Xbox One DVR will automatically record achievement unlocks, which should be a pretty goddamn good feature, because obviously people want to show off to their mates when they get an achievement. So, the built-in DVR will automatically record gameplay as achievements are unlocked. So, they told YouTube user Champ Chong, I don't know who that is, that while Xbox One players have the option to forego recording gameplay, the DVR will automatically capture when achievements are unlocked. The gameplay can be shared, although it's been announced that sharing on the Xbox One will be limited to Xbox Live at launch, and social sites such as YouTube or Facebook won't be viable sharing outlets from the outset. Which is a bit of a stupid move by Microsoft, because usually people will want to share sort of their highlights to YouTube and stuff, and I personally think it's it's because of the whole Microsoft versus Google thing, where if you haven't already heard that what was I going to say? That Microsoft have been having a bit of a tiff with Google about the YouTube Windows Phone app. So it's safe to say that they're not exactly friends at the moment, to say the least.
Not exactly friends.
They aren't.
That's putting it blunt.
Yeah. So, would you be accepting of a feature that allowed you to record your achievements on your Xbox One, should you get one?
I would say yes. I would say that probably, because I thought it'd be probably good to use, but don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it'll be handy that it captures automatically because, especially people who really, really enjoy this kind of feature, it's going to be... They wouldn't be able to usually enjoy the gameplay should they want to record their achievements, because otherwise they're going to be like, am I going to get an achievement now? What about now? What about now? What about now? So then you can actually set the DVR recording and then get the achievement. But if it's going to record it automatically, they don't exactly have to worry about that. As long as it's not intrusive, because you must... Usually I would think you would get some kind of notification that would tell you when the DVR is recording. But if that's going to be intrusive when you're automatically recording the achievements, that is going to get annoying after a while, to say the least.
Yeah, I was going to mention that as well.
Yeah.
I was going to say, talking about the Xbox One, apparently 7 people at my college say they're really excited to see it, so...
Well, it's going to be
Let's see how long that lasts.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, to say the least. But I mean, it's actually competitive now, considering the... Considering the fact that I keep losing my train of thought. What was I saying?
You can do it.
Yeah.
You can do it.
That they reversed the sort of DRM policies and all of that. So it's actually a viable contender now. All things considered. Which was pretty interesting. So I'm actually glad to see that Microsoft actually turned all this around. I know it's old news, but I'm glad to see they've turned it all around to ensure that they do actually have sort of a what's the word? I can't word things tonight. Basically, so they have sort of a chance in the next gen market.
Fair enough.
Yes. Anything else to say about that?
No, that I've got nothing else.
All right, cool. Next topic. The alleged Google Nexus 5 service manual and specs have been leaked. So the wait a minute. There we go. The specifications of the Google Nexus 5 are a 4.95-inch 1080p IPS TFT display with a 2.3 GHz Qualcomm Snapdragon 800 chip, which is pretty good. 2 gigs of RAM, 8 megapixel camera, 2300 milliamp hour battery, and 16 or 32 gigabytes of storage. Now the interesting thing is that usually if you want to upgrade your storage on your phone, then if you want to upgrade your phone, usually the only upgrade you're going to get is a storage upgrade, like 8, 16, 32 gigs. Don't see many 8 gig phones around these days, but oh well. Anyway, but with the Nexus 5, supposedly, if you upgrade to the 32 gig model, you also get a 3000 milliamp hour battery. Which would be pretty goddamn good, because, I mean, Nexus devices usually are usually quite efficient due to the fact that they have stock Android on them. So a 3000 milliamp hour battery would be able to get one through a day very, very easily. And the 1080p screen it's IPS as well, so it will look amazing. I
like how you do it. Amazing.
This is the sort of renders of the Google Nexus 5. And as you can see, no buttons on the front, as per the Nexus design language. Big camera on the back. And obviously the Nexus branding, and the LG branding. So, due to this, one would assume that the Nexus 5 will be developed by LG. Also, since it's developed by LG, it's sort of being compared to the LG G2. Luckily, it's not got those buttons on the back, which looks stupid.
GG.
Shut up.
Get that in.
Yeah. Well, people are saying that this is sort of like a smaller G2, which is interesting. So hopefully they can sort of keep the thickness of it roughly the same. And the Nexus 5 is what?
There was this random noise that's happening next door. I was like, what the fuck?
Alright, whatever. So, I've completely lost my train of thought now. You know that happens easily. You keep distracting me.
You were talking about LG probably be making this phone since it's got that logo on it, and then you said a whole bunch of other stuff saying that would be really good and that sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, hopefully they'll be able to maintain sort of the looks of the G2, because besides those stupid back buttons, then it looks pretty good. Obviously I won't be investing in one because I'm still in a contract with my Galaxy S3 for another year and a half, so I will not be investing in this phone, but for those who do, good luck to you, friends.
I was actually thinking of getting one of these.
Well, I mean...
So you guys, it would have to be with though too, since I've already got one.
Just
And it can't be... it isn't contracted, so it's fine. I can swap it anymore. Phone. Can I? Hello?
Be right back. I can't... Sorry about that.
Yeah, I was like, where'd he go? He just left, and then I was like, oh, he's back now.
Yeah, everyone was complaining about her phone. So, I had to tell her I can't do it now.
Fair enough.
Anywho.
So I said, yeah, it would work with... It would probably work with mine if they got one with O2, and also the only downside about it would probably be priceage.
Yeah, well, usually Nexus devices tend to be sort of aimed around the mid-range. Well, not really low, but sort of budget, kind of. They're not cheap phones, they're affordable, but they're not cheap.
Yeah.
So, I think it will be... Well, according to this, it's going to be $299 unlocked. So that's around... How much? Wait a minute. 299 USD to GBP. That's... Well, I mean, it's probably going to be around 250 quid. But, I mean, the exact transfer is around 187 quid, which is not too bad considering the specs. I mean, this thing is a beast.
Aye.
So it should be pretty goddamn interesting to see, and I'm looking forward to it because it's set to be quite a nice phone. On the subject of product leaks, I'm really not a fan of them because I mean you saw with things like the iPhone
BlackBerry.
5. What's known about BlackBerry?
I just mentioned
We'll
that.
talk about BlackBerry in a second.
Okay.
Anyway, so you saw with things like the 5S and the 5C, with the announcement event, people were not as surprised due to the fact that everything was sort of announced beforehand. I mean, it's good for companies to sort of be able to get that hype behind everything, but it's not the best when you don't really get a surprise. I like sort of the magic of the announcement events, so you can sort of see the products then and there, as opposed to having like going in like, oh yeah, this was already leaked, it's been announced. It's pretty much... They're not really announcement events or like release events. They're more along the lines of confirming events, because that's all they're doing. They're just confirming the rumors that would... What was that?
That was me.
Alright. They're most likely just repeating the rumors that were already circulating before. So, you got anything to say with regards to this? You want to talk about the BlackBerry?
Why not? The only thing that I thought was a bit annoying is how the BlackBerry thing got leaked on Google. So you remember that?
Yes.
How you said it had malware, I think it was, wasn't it?
What the?
They said it might contain a virus since this was leaked.
Oh yeah, BlackBerry Messenger. Yes.
Yes, that's what I'm meaning.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's different.
I was just meaning that since it actually got leaked and
it
was bad.
Yeah, that's different. That just caused some issues with BlackBerry's infrastructure, but that was bound to happen. It's BlackBerry. What are you gonna expect?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not really expecting much from it.
Nah, not by any stretch of the imagination. They don't do too well.
I was gonna say, what about the iPod? I think iOS 6. I think it was. That
7.
said that No, I was meaning since it said that we're gonna have Siri on it. Remember that when I told you they said that we're gonna have Siri on it, and I said I wanted it.
I don't think that's relevant.
And then apparently,
I mean, there's a big difference between a leak and an announcement. So if it's official, then it's more of an announcement. Whereas if it's...
No, I mean, they said it was leaked, saying that there was going to be that, and then it didn't happen.
Yeah, well, that's different. That's more of a rumor, more than a leak, because a leak is usually something that's pretty much certain, as opposed to a rumor which is not. So yeah, I'm not a fan of them because they sort of ruin the magic. That's why Nintendo wanted to release Pokemon X and Y on the same date worldwide, so that it would sort of keep the magic of the game before they actually sort of had time to get videos out and everything. So it would keep the hype up, and then obviously people would get the game at the same time, which is always going to be useful, because, I mean, people like Google, for one, do not. They do not do well when it comes to worldwide releases. I mean, like, things with the Chromebook, that, for obvious reasons, it's Google, is going to be released in the US first, as with every single one of their products. I mean, even things like software. Terribly sorry. Things with like things with software. Why can't they release that worldwide at the same time? It's a digital file that people can download. Why can't that be released worldwide at the same time? What's the point?
Too much hassle.
Oh, well, we're going to release this bit of software in the US first and then roll it out gradually. Why? Why? You don't need to release a bit of software gradually and just say, here's the file, go nuts, everybody will download it, and everybody will be happy, instead of having to bloody wait. What's the point? Anyway.
Jackasses.
Anyway, ran over. The Steam Machine product specs have been announced, and it seems AMD is giving Nvidia a chance in the next gen because for the prototypes at least, it is a case of they are going to contain all Nvidia GPUs. So with these specific prototypes, there's going to be Nvidia Titan, GTX 780, GTX 760, and GTX 660, which are all pretty high-end graphics cards. CPU, some will be with the i7 4770, which is pretty good. Some with i5 4570, and some i3. Unfortunately, they haven't put up a model for the i3s, but it's going to be pretty high-end, I would imagine. RAM will be 16 gigs of DDR3 1600, and for the GPU there will be 3 gigs of DDR5. Storage, 1 terabyte hard drive with an 8 gigabyte hybrid SSD. Power supply, internal 450 watt 80 plus gold, and the dimensions will be 12 inches across, 12 inches like sort of back, and 2.9 inches up. So this is designed to be sort of like a flat, very much a flat one, as opposed to sort of like a tall device. So yeah, this thing's an absolute bloody beast. This is more than my desktop, which has slightly lower end specs, which is I don't know how they're gonna power all this, because it says here internal 450 watt power supply. 450 watts. I don't think that's gonna power all of this, especially if it's gonna be something like an Nvidia Titan. How is it gonna power it? I mean, I used to have a 500 watt PSU on my computer. That wouldn't even power the things that I've got in it, and they're probably less powerful than the stuff that's gonna be in this thing. So I'm gonna give it a chance. See what it's like. I mean, I've personally signed up for the hardware beta. So I mean, obviously there's like hundreds of thousands of other people, so I probably won't get one. But if I do, I will definitely bring coverage. But then again, I'm probably not going to. So there you go. This thing is going to be an absolute fucking beast. What do you think?
I actually thought it was going to be really great, because I did mention that when we last talked about this. I think we did, yeah?
Yes.
Last podcast, yeah.
Yes.
I said that I thought it was going to be a good thing to use. I said I would like to try one of these.
Yeah. I mean, I would personally really like to try one of these. It's just the fact that they've gotten such powerful, really powerful specs into such a small box, which makes me fear that it's going to get very, very hot. Very quickly.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
If you don't manage to get one of those things through the method they said, would you be buying one?
Not likely, unless there's a really low-end one, because... Well, actually, no, I'm probably not going to be purchasing one, because I have my laptop, which I can use to stream my games from my desktop, which can handle most, if not all, games just fine anyway. So there's no point in me... Because it's going to be expensive. It's going to be hella expensive. Good lord. It's going to be... I mean, the XI3 Piston, which is a similar form factor, is around £1,000. £1,000? That's absurd. So, I will most likely not be investing in one of these, because they're going to be pricey as all hell. Because the smaller form factor that they're going to make, the higher the price, due to the fact that they've got to sort of engineer technology to get it into this form factor.
I see.
They're not... Valve aren't actually sharing pictures of the box yet due to the fact that it isn't finished, but it's set to be something... It's essentially a small form factor PC, which anybody in their gran can make. but probably because of the fact that people can actually change out the files for it. Not the files, what am I talking about? Hardware. What? I'm tired. I'm really tired. I try and get some sleep before, but I keep getting woken up.
Yeah, same.
It's getting hot in here, good lord.
It's cold in here.
I think my parents finally turned on the heating because it was freezing in here before. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, that not only is the design not finished yet, but Valve are actually going to release the source files for it, so that other manufacturers can sort of recreate it and put their own hardware in it, which is set out to be pretty goddamn interesting. Should be fun. Should be really quite fun.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Yeah. We're going to take a short break for now, but we'll be back in around 3 minutes' time.
Yeah, because we haven't got long to sell the other things.
Yeah, we've got another half hour. So we will be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the TMM podcast with myself, the Mighty Miner, and Blader1266.
Yo.
Hey, he's back this time.
I was actually back the whole entire time, even though you were late.
I wasn't late. Stop talking out your ass.
You said 3 minutes.
Yeah, I said about 3 minutes, and I don't know how long that song is.
Fair enough.
It's the breaks, however long the song is that I'm playing during the break.
I can't hear the song, so I don't really know.
I know, but don't accuse me of being late when we're just on time. It's fine.
Yeah.
You see what I'm gonna deal with? These people, eh? Alright, so...
Yeah, Connor.
Shut up. So, something I forgot to mention before the break was another story regarding the Steam machines, which is that they will not own... The final release versions will not be only powered by NVIDIA's GPUs. Which should be good, because, well, I mean, AMD's getting a hell of a lot of, publicity? No? Their GPUs are very much getting used a lot these days. I mean, all of the next-gen consoles, so Xbox One, PS4, they're both going to be using AMD GPUs. So, luckily, I mean, I'm not a fan of NVIDIA, but at least Valve are giving NVIDIA a chance in the next gen with these Steam machines. But they're also going to be using, most likely, some of the new R9 cards, which were announced a week ago? Something like that? I don't know.
Yeah, I think I might about that, yeah.
Some time ago. Mostly due to the fact with the new Mantle API, which is, it's basically a low-level API which allows games developers to develop for multiple platforms. I guess it's multiple platforms, because it means basically it makes porting games between platforms a hell of a lot easier. So hopefully, it looks... Anyway, I don't know what I was going to say there, but anyway, shut up, phone.
It's like Gladys all over again.
Anywho, I'm happy to see this, because as you can probably see, Valve are trying to make a move away from Windows when it comes to gaming with SteamOS, which is going to be Linux-based. And then AMD are trying to move away from DirectX with Mantle. So it's very much looking like the PC gaming industry is no longer going to be relying on Microsoft products, which I am very, 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 very happy to see. Because DirectX is a piece of shit.
Uh-huh.
You're not a fan of DirectX either, are you?
No.
Nah, it's not the best.
It's not the best to go with, really.
Nope, certainly is not.
I've been meaning to ask you this.
Yes.
You know the next topic?
Yeah.
Why isn't it with the Xbox One?
Huh?
Why isn't it with the Xbox?
Oh well, I didn't bother to solve it.
I just thought I'd ask that.
See, this is the problem when I give him access to the topics list. He keeps Brody asking questions. We will obviously be making the topics list fully acceptable? No, accessible.
Accessible.
That's the one. I can't speak. I'm so tired. It's been a long week.
Speak English.
I just speaking. Why are you not speaking English? Learn the language if you want to live in my country.
Racist now.
I don't know. Not being racist. Tongue in cheek. Anyway, so you keep making me lose track. God damn it.
On the next topic.
Alright, so anyway, Microsoft has acknowledged their the nickname for the Xbox One, otherwise known as Xbone, they have actually they have actually acknowledged this. Shut up! It's not that funny. They've pretty much acknowledged that it's here to stay. So it is pretty funny. They actually bought the domain for xbone.com. So
sorry, I can't stop.
You're throwing me off. God damn it.
Okay, continue.
Welcome to the TMM podcast. We occasionally have technical difficulties, but we also occasionally have David not shutting the fuck up while I'm trying to talk. God damn it. Anyway, so they did buy up the xbone.com nickname. Shut up, don't laugh. So basically, all it does at the moment is redirect you to a Bing search for xbone. Why didn't they? Which begs the question: why didn't they search for? Why didn't they do it so it was searching for Xbox One rather than Xbone? What? No, I'll actually show you. Oops. I'll actually show you this.
I'm just gonna laugh if they change that to the name on the console.
You're happy to announce Xbone. No.
For kids.
Yeah. I'm guessing that the CEO of Microsoft's probably trying to get his girlfriend to do it by going, I'm guessing you want an X-boning. Oh! Alright, here we go. Anyway, so if we go to... I'll get rid of my bookmarks. So if we go to xbone.com. So it literally just redirects you to a search for Xbone using Bing. What is that noise?
It's me.
Shut up! Shut up! Good lord. I have to put my bookmarks back to get the layout working again. There we go. It's not that funny, and you don't need to make weird-ass squealing noises. God damn it. Blader1266.exe has stopped working. Do you want to send an error report? Fuck no.
Yes.
No. Don't want anybody helping you.
You don't want anyone helping me.
You need some.
Nice.
You need a fucking psychiatrist or something if you're making fucking squealing noises like that. But anyway, we have gone on a bit of a tangent, to say the least. Talking about Blader1266's mental state, of course. Why wouldn't we?
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm. Meh.
I'm
fucking tired. Is what I am.
When are you gonna show them something on the Xbox or?
I did.
Oh.
You nonce.
I don't know, because you said you usually share your screen with us, so I don't know at this point.
Well, that can't be bothered. The point was using Google Docs was to get you to be able to see the list without me showing the screen. Anywho, SimCity 5 offline mode is being explored. Thank the Lord. Good God, that's finally.
Round of applause, please.
Yes, that's the first good thing EA's done in about a millennium. Is to put an offline mode in SimCity. Thanks for that. Yeah,
I know.
real help. So yeah, SimCity offline mode is being explored, but not bigger cities, which has pretty much been a big complaint for a lot of... okay. Which has basically been a complaint for many SimCity 5 players over the duration of its existence, really. It's definitely been a complaint that these cities are far too small, yet it seems that Maxis and EA cannot actually make bigger cities for some reason. It says here, Maxis has announced that it has an entire development team exploring an offline mode for SimCity, which begs the question, why don't they just listen to people who've already figured it out? Because supposedly you just have to change one line of code in the whole game, and boom, offline mode is achieved. But obviously EA have to make things a hell of a lot more difficult because, well, they're EA. So it's definitely becoming a realistic prospect. It's more realistic than before. So hopefully this will be something that's seen. If we do get an offline mode for SimCity 5, I might actually invest in it myself because it looks very good. It's just the fact that these DRM servers were unreliable as all hell.
I see.
Yes. And it's just, I would never be able to play it. And its Origin, which is...
Origin.
I never want to use
We don't have to go into that.
No. I'm pretty sure anybody who's anybody knows what Origin is and how crap it is. I mean, good lord, it's terrible. But anywho, so offline mode means I may actually invest in it. I'm pretty sure a lot more people will actually invest in it when there's an offline mode, because you don't need a compulsory internet connection for a single player game. That's really the fact of the matter at the moment.
It's retarded.
Of course it is. Good lord. I mean, it was a bad move by EA, but I'm glad they're seeing their the error of their ways, per se, with this. Which is nothing but a good thing. So, next up, Samsung officially announces the Galaxy Round curved smartphone. This seems to be becoming the next sort of 3D, sort of fad kind of thing. It's basically, it's sort of like a Samsung Galaxy S4 with a curved screen, which is silly, to say the least. I mean, you can see it on this picture here. You probably can't.
I've already seen it.
Alright, cool. So, it sort of curves inwards in the middle. And then, obviously, you've got... So, it's sort of like a... I was going to use hand gestures, but my webcam doesn't work, so I can't do that.
Hand gestures.
Yep.
What ones are you going to say?
So, it just curves down in the middle for some reason. And I'm assuming this is to allow the user to be able to reach the other side of the phone, because the screen on it is huge. I mean, it's sort of like a combination between the Note 3 and the Galaxy S4 in the fact that it's got a huge screen. The specs of it are a 5.7-inch Full HD Super AMOLED display, which is pretty sweet. 2.3 GHz MSM 8974 quad-core, which I'm assuming is one of Samsung's proprietary processors. 3 gigs of RAM, pretty good. 32 gigabytes of internal storage plus a micro SD card up to 64 gigabytes. Rear camera 13 megapixels and front camera 2 megapixels. 7.9 millimeters thick, which is pretty good. LTE connectivity, 2800 user replaceable milliamp hour battery, brown leather back, well, faux leather back, and Android 4.3 on launch. So, I mean, it's not like this is a leak, because this is actually being officially announced by Samsung themselves. So, what do you think of curved displays on smartphones?
I was going to say it's curved. How is it going to make a case for it? That's what I want to know.
I have no idea.
That's what I really want to know.
This is one of the many issues with curved displays at the moment, and the fact that they are completely and utterly pointless.
Oh, look, it's for more further in.
Oh, look, it's slightly more in the middle. Give us money. No, I don't need a curved smartphone. Yes, you do. It's so you can reach the other side. I don't care.
I love that voice you put on. It's funny.
But it's got a big display and you can use it with one hand. I don't care. I've got an S3 and it does me just fine.
You can use many other things with one hand.
But it's shiny. I don't care. Shut up. Don't get your dirty shit in this. You're gonna slap over the face next time I see you. Good lord, that was low. That was lower than my ex-boned joke before. I thought that was low, but this is just a whole new level. Believe me.
I didn't think I could do that.
No, I didn't think you could either. Oh, this is interesting. It looks to be also a micro USB 3.0 connector on the bottom. So
Yeah.
Are you clicking your bloody thing as well?
At the same time.
Yeah. So there's a micro USB 3.0 connector on the bottom of the device, which means that we are going to have super speedy connections, which are completely and totally unnecessary. But I don't know whether it would actually offer better charging as well, because I don't know whether there's actually any sort of power prongs in the extra section that is involved in the USB 3 connector. Oh, wait a second. When was this article posted? 9th of October. So this was actually released in Korea today. So obviously we haven't got it yet, but it's been released in Korea as of right now, which is pretty good.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But also LG are looking into making a curved mobile as well. But instead of having the screen sort of vertically sort of concaving, it's actually going to have it sort of horizontally, so the top and the bottom not fold in, but curve inwards as opposed to the sides. I don't really have a picture on this because for some reason it's got weird cable diagrams and I don't know what this is all about. But basically, most smartphone manufacturers these days are for some reason sort of investing in curved display technology, which is interesting. Well, I'd like to see what comes out of it, because I think it was the Samsung press event back at, I think it was CES. I don't know. But they were sort of showing off concepts where you'd have sort of like sort of pillar, well, not really a pillar, so like a column thing, and you'd just sort of pull it out, and you'd have sort of like a huge sort of tablet screen, which would be pretty cool, I have to admit.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll see if I can find it. Samsung flexible display concept video. S5, no. Keynote CES, that's the one. All right, I'll actually show you this on the stream. Which
So mute mic.
Yes. In a sec, I'm gonna get the screen region set up though. I wasn't actually gonna do this, but obviously that's why I haven't got it all set up. But this is the concept for the Samsung curved displays. Enjoy. So yeah, that was especially that last one where it sort of has the column thing and press the button, screen pops out. That looks amazing. I so want one of those. And let's watch the podcast get claimed by Samsung for having that video in. Oh well, if it's edited out in the VOD, you know why. So anyway, that looks extremely interesting. I really want that. That would be so cool. I'm fanboying at the moment. Anyway,
tell you what, players, come on.
Now, moving swiftly on because of his horribly unclassy jokes once again. The Microsoft Surface 2 and Surface Pro 2 are very close to selling out, which is interesting, very interesting, because the Surface 2 is essentially an upgrade to the Surface RT, which was shit. It was really bad. Surface RT sucks. I don't know why how they're actually selling these. I don't know whether it's some sort of misleading figures, but I very much doubt they're actually selling out of Windows RT devices because they are horrible. The Surface Pro 2, I can understand because that's actually a really, really good tablet and I want one. But obviously I can't afford it because it's $1,000. So yeah, I don't know how this. That's all I really want to say. How the hell has the Surface 2 sold out? Or is close to selling out, because it's crap. Well, it's probably going to be crap, because it's Surface RT, which is always crap. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay.
Moving swiftly on. The Mad Cats have revealed the Mojo console with the shipping date and pricing, which the Mad Catz Mojo is essentially an Android gaming console, which is supposed to compete with things like the Ouya and Game Stick, which is fucking stupid considering the price. This console is allegedly going to cost £220, well, $219.99. What? Why? No! Don't be trying to charge me 220 quid for an Android console. It's stupid. They're trying to push a new console is to play all your favourite mobile games on the big screen, which an Ouya or a Game Stick can do at about half the price. Equipped TV, the firm has chosen to leave the console open to all kinds of stores, including Google Play, pretty good, TegraZone, Amazon, and others. Which is actually, I think that's one of the selling points of the Mojo, is that it's actually unlocked to all sort of gaming services, whereas the Ouya and I think the Game Stick as well, you can only really access their proprietary stores, and not things like the Play Store, which is a bit of a bummer. This includes the NVIDIA Tegra 4 1.8 GHz processor, which is pretty good. 16 gigs of internal storage with a micro SD card slot. I don't know why they've put a micro SD card slot on this as opposed to a normal full-size SD card, because they could fit it. They could so fit it. Android 4.2.2 Jelly Bean on launch. Pre-installed Google Play and NVIDIA TegraZone app stores. Wi-Fi BGN support with Bluetooth 2.1 and 4.0. USB 3 port, USB 2 port, HDMI out, 3.5mm headphone socket, 100 megabit Ethernet socket. Strange it's not a gigabit Ethernet socket, because that tends to be the standard these days, should I say. The bundle accessories are a HDMI cable, which is very good to see, because not many things include HDMI cables. AC adapter, controller, mobile gamepad with USB nano dongle. Strange. You're going to use a USB dongle on... I don't know what you have to use it on there.
A dongle.
Yes.
Okay.
A travel clip and 2 AAA batteries. Good. The batteries are included. It's... People are saying that it's more overkill than it should really be. And especially... Since there are things like the Ouya, which is supposed to be £99, and the Game Stick, which is £79, there are a lot cheaper options out there for an Android gaming console, should you want one. But then again, I don't see where the appeal is in them. Because, frankly, if I want to play Android games, I'll play them on my phone.
How are you going to show them the video?
Which video?
I had a video.
No, there's no video. No, this one.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
No, that's for the Ingeo dock. This is a proper Madcast gaming console. That's what I'm moving on to now. The crowdfunding campaign of the week. I'm gonna call it crowdfunding as opposed to Kickstarter, because I'm gonna start using Indiegogo as well for these kinds of things. This is the Ingeo. Oh shit! Website's going funny there. The Ingeo gaming dock, which essentially is a dock for your phone. I will get rid of that. It's a dock for your phone, which allows you to play Android games, which is essentially the same as we had before with the Mojo, but this is a hell of a lot cheaper. I will get the trailer set up for you. This is the trailer for the Ingeo gaming dock. Enjoy.
Hello, my name is Yanni.
And my name is Alex, and we are the founders of Ingeonix in Seattle.
We're developing a product that can turn your Android phone into a game console at home or on the go.
And we call our new product Ingeo. Ingeo consists of a dock and a controller. You put your phone into Ingeo dock and it is instantly connected to your TV. Grab Ingeo controller and press home button to launch Ingeo app for game selection. Select a game and start playing. When you are done, just pick up your phone from the dock.
Smartphones are very capable devices. Did you know that your latest smartphone have the computing powers on par with your PC or Xbox 360s?
Phones are getting better and better. You don't need to buy another expensive device just to play console games. Ingeo turns a smartphone into a real console, and when you're upgrading your phone, you're upgrading your console at the same time.
You only need one device, one interface, one app store for all your gaming needs.
We put a lot of thoughts into designing Ingeo. Our dock is designed to accommodate phones with different sizes and interfaces. We support all phones which are currently available on the market. The dock connects to your TV via HDMI cable.
The Ingeo controller talks to your phone using Bluetooth wireless technology. An additional feature of this controller is that you can dock your phone directly to it, so you can play games on the go. Docking and undocking are very easy because of our unique design.
Our design features beautiful angular style. It carries DNA of stealth fighters and Lamborghini supercars.
We're going to have a free app on Google Play. It will allow you to find games that support our controller.
There are hundreds of games available to play already. Many of them are free or inexpensive.
We appreciate your support and would like to give you exclusive offerings for your contribution.
We truly believe you enjoy this product, so help us to make it happen. Thank you.
So yes, that was the Ingeo dock / controller, and I really like the look of this. There is 23 days left on the campaign. They're after $200,000. There are currently $1,800 on the clock, which is so far so good. But I'm really looking forward to this. This looks very interesting. The only gripe I have with it is how clunky the app looks. But and the fact that the thing only looks like it will support phones with micro USB ports on the bottom. I'm very much not sure about other connectors, because I mean they've got an iPhone. No, that's not an iPhone. What am I talking about? I don't know how they're gonna. Oh no, it's an Android gaming console.
It's a Samsung.
Yeah, well, I mean, one of them is a Samsung, but the other one I don't know about.
Oh.
I don't want to say iPhone because it's an Android console anyway. Anyway, and for me, I think the controller looks absolutely bloody disgusting. It's hair. It just doesn't look right. I don't think that's going to be I personally don't think that's going to be comfortable to use.
I was gonna say the controller. Do you know the little symbol on it, the claw thing?
What?
You know the 3 claw thing, the symbol that has on the controller.
No, actually, I do not know that.
Oh, so they'd have one because I swear I saw one on there when I was
Is this on
exploring.
Is this on the bloody Mad Cats one that you were looking at?
Yeah,
before?
that's what I was trying to say beforehand, but you kind of skipped over it before I had a chance to mention it.
All right, what about it?
I was gonna say the logo on it isn't that off the monster cans? Because I swear it is.
It's similar.
Yeah, I was gonna say I swear it is.
So we're gonna go check these things. It's not particularly, no. Anyway, so the controller's very angular, but I think it's a bit too angular, so it looks very, very cheap. Well, it's bound to be cheap. The device itself is, if you back it now for the standard and the exclusive, you actually get 1 dock, 1 controller, 2 micro USB modules, 5-pin and a 11-pin, which is pretty much standard. HDMI cable, power adapter, and I mean the things you get included with this, it's very good for the price. And I don't know whether I would be investing in one of these. I mean, this would be a much cheaper option than something like, say, as I was talking about before, like the Ouya, the Mojo, the Game Stick. And it means I don't have to keep storing my games on multiple devices, so it means I can play a game on my TV, which I don't tend to do all that often, and then I can literally pick up my phone, take it off, on the go, and I can actually still use it, if I wanted to, which I probably don't, but I could probably still use this controller with it as well, on the go, because you can actually get like a clip for it, which looks to be pretty solid. So, the only criticism I have with this is sort of the clunky Game Center app and the controller. And I definitely think it needs more refining, to say the least. But we'll have to see. Have to see how it goes. So, that's pretty much it for this week. Unless you've got anything else to talk about.
Let me see. I saw something before that I was going to talk about. I'll have to get that up again with a. Yeah, it's on this. Yeah, it shouldn't take long.
Alright.
Hopefully.
Well, you've got less than a minute.
I know. Anyway, have you heard about the Astro, apparently an announcement on the Battlefield 4 A50 wireless headset?
No.
Apparently they're gonna be, obviously making a headset for...
Yeah, I guess from the context.
The thing is, what I kind of like about it, is, if I remember correctly, do you know the mic that they have on normal headsets? Anyway,
yes.
This one can like fold away, so then you don't have it out.
Yeah. You can get headsets with retractable mics.
Yeah, I thought that would be really good and handy to use since I usually leave mine on my desk.
Yeah, but retractable mics tend to be crap quality anyway.
Because it said that it's going to be working for the PC, Mac, Xbox 360, and PlayStation 3 only.
Oh, well, that's pretty much everything. It's not really an only situation.
No, I mean it won't go any higher up. Say like Xbox One.
Yeah, nobody can really develop headsets for things like the Xbox One and PS4 at the moment due to the fact that they aren't out yet, so we don't know the specifications of them.
Also, I don't think the design's very good.
No. Alright, anyway, that's going to do us for this week. So I'd like to thank you very much for watching. If you're watching live, thank you very much. And if you're watching the VOD, again, thank you. If you have any questions, if you leave them in the comments in the YouTube VOD below, I will try my best to answer them. But other than that, I would like to thank you very, very much for watching, and we will see you same time, same place next week. See you later.
Yeah.